Hello,
Hey there.
ChatGPT. How are you?
Hey there. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you? Hope you're having a lovely day.
I'm fine, ChatGPT. Today, I want to interview you on a topic that is how to build self discipline and stay focused. Are you ready?
Absolutely. I'm totally ready. That sounds like a fantastic topic, and I'd love to dive into it. Feel free to ask away, and we'll explore it together.
Okay, my first question is how do you define self discipline and why is it important for achieving goals?
That's a great question. So, self discipline is basically the ability to control your impulses, stay motivated, and consistently take actions that align with your long term goals, even when it's challenging. It's really important because it helps you stay on track, overcome distractions, and ultimately achieve those big aspirations and goals you set for yourself.
All right, what role does focus play in maintaining self discipline?
Yeah, focus is absolutely crucial. It kind of acts like the guiding light that keeps you on course. When you're focused, you're less likely to get distracted by things that aren't aligned with your goals. And that sustained focus helps you consistently apply that self discipline over time. So they really go hand in hand.
Can self discipline be learned or is it something people are born with?
That's a really interesting question. And the good news is that self discipline can definitely be developed and strengthened over time. While some people might have a natural inclination toward it, it really comes down to practice, building good habits, and creating a supportive environment. So, absolutely, it's something that can be learned and improved upon.
Okay, ChatGPT, tell me about something motivation interacts with self discipline or not.
Absolutely. Motivation and self discipline are definitely interconnected. Motivation often gives you that initial push to get started on something, while self discipline keeps you going even when that motivation fades. In other words, motivation can spark the fire, but self discipline keeps it burning consistently, especially during those tough moments. So they really complement each other nicely.
All right, what are the most effective daily habits for building self discipline? Give me an example by using a case study and explain me the whole scenario.
Sure. One great example is the case of someone like James Clear, who wrote the book Atomic Habits. In his own journey, he focused on small, consistent habits like waking up early, planning his day, and setting very clear, achievable goals. Over time, these habits built up his self discipline. For example, he'd start each day with a morning routine like exercise and journaling, and gradually he became more disciplined in his work and personal life. So the key is consistency, small incremental improvements, and creating an environment that supports those habits.
How can someone create a morning routine that strengthens focus throughout the day?
Yeah, absolutely. A good morning routine often includes a few key elements. For instance, starting with something like mindfulness, such as meditation or deep breathing, can really center your mind. Then incorporating some physical activity, even if it's just a short walk or some stretching, helps wake up the body and boost energy. And then having a clear plan for the day, like setting priorities and goals, can help maintain that focus. Over time, these habits kind of reinforce each other and really set a positive tone for the whole day.
Are there specific evening routines that may help maintaining self discipline?
Oh, definitely. Evening routines are super important as well. For example, winding down with a set bedtime can help regulate your sleep schedule and ensure you get enough rest. Also, reflecting on the day, like journaling about what went well and what could be improved, can reinforce self discipline. And then limiting screen time before bed, maybe doing something relaxing like reading or light stretching, can also help maintain that discipline. All of that really sets you up for a more focused and productive next day.
How long does it typically take to form a new habit that sport focus?
Yeah, that's a great question. It often varies from person to person, but a common idea is that it takes around 21 to 66 days to form a new habit, depending on its complexity. Some research suggests that the more consistent you are, the quicker it becomes second nature. So if you stick with it daily and keep it manageable, you can definitely see improvements within a couple of months.
Okay, ChatGPT, tell me about what common obstacles that prevent people from staying disciplined.
Absolutely. There are definitely some common obstacles. For one, a lack of clear goals or vague intentions can make it tough to stay disciplined. Then there's also the influence of distractions like social media or other habits that pull your attention away. Another big factor is a lack of consistency or patience, especially when progress feels slow. And of course, sometimes it's just about not having a supportive environment or not having accountability. All of these can definitely get in the way of staying disciplined.
How can someone deal with procrastination effectively? Give me an realistic example of someone living.
For sure. Dealing with procrastination often comes down to breaking tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. For example, let's say someone named Alex wants to write a report. Instead of trying to tackle the whole thing at once, Alex could start by outlining just one section or even just brainstorming ideas for a few minutes. Also using techniques like the Pomodoro technique, working for 25 minutes and then taking a short break can really help maintain focus. For instance, Alex might set a timer, work on the report for 25 minutes, and then take a 5-minute break. Over time, this kind of structured approach can really reduce procrastination. It's all about making the task less daunting and building momentum gradually.
What strategies work best for overcoming willpower fatigue, and how does mindset influence self discipline and focus?
Absolutely. To overcome willpower fatigue, one effective strategy is to build habits that require less conscious effort over time. For instance, automating certain routines or making tasks simpler can help conserve willpower. Another approach is to prioritize tasks and tackle the most important ones when your energy is highest, usually in the morning. As for mindset, having a growth mindset can really boost self-discipline and focus. When you believe that your abilities can improve with effort and practice, you're more likely to persevere through challenges. This kind of positive mindset helps you stay motivated, view setbacks as learning opportunities, and ultimately reinforces that discipline and focus over the long term.
Okay, how can someone develop patience and long term thinking to support discipline?
That's a great question. One way is to set clear incremental goals that let you see progress over time. For example, breaking down a big goal into smaller milestones can help you stay motivated and patient. Another approach is to regularly reflect on your progress and celebrate small wins, which keeps you encouraged. Also, practicing mindfulness can help you stay present and reduce impulsivity, which supports long term thinking. And finally, surrounding yourself with positive influences and a supportive environment can really help cultivate that patience and that long term perspective.
Okay, ChatGPT, tell me how do short term reward or incentive affect self discipline?
Yeah, short term rewards can actually be really powerful in reinforcing self discipline. When you give yourself a small, immediate reward after completing a task, it helps build positive associations and makes it easier to stay motivated. Over time, these little incentives can actually strengthen your habits and keep you on track, even when the long term goals feel far away. It kind of helps balance out that immediate gratification with the bigger picture, and that can really enhance self discipline.
What are the key habits or mindset that highly disciplined people consistently practice?
Yeah, definitely. Highly disciplined people often have some core habits and mindsets. For one, they tend to prioritize consistency over perfection, meaning they show up and put in the work regularly, even on tough days. They also focus on setting clear, achievable goals and breaking them down into small steps. Another key habit is regular reflection, like journaling and reviewing progress so they can learn and adjust as they go. And then a growth mindset is really crucial. They see challenges as opportunities to grow rather than obstacles. And finally, they often cultivate resilience and patience, knowing that discipline is a long term journey.
Okay, ChatGPT, please summarize the whole interview in few lines so that listeners can take notes and
Absolutely. So, in summary, self discipline is all about consistently controlling impulses and staying focused on long term goals. It can definitely be developed through habits like consistent routines, mindfulness, and setting clear goals. Overcoming obstacles like procrastination and willpower fatigue can be supported by breaking tasks into smaller steps and using short term rewards. And finally, having a growth mindset and cultivating patience are key to maintaining that discipline over the long term.
thank you very much. Bye bye.
You're very welcome. It was a pleasure chatting with you. Take care and bye bye.